contemporary European genetics is not what you think it to be. An average person imagines Slavic, Celtic, Germanic, Italic, and other ethnogenetic groups, but in reality that doesn't make a lot of sense. According to most researchers, the whole Europe is quite homogenic, with only some isolated groups, like Sardinians and Sami, making significant differences from the main population. The most of Europe is a combination of two genetic clusters, Northern and Southern European, which intersect everywhere, forming a gradient. The first cluster is the early European farmer. This group settled Europe during the Neolithic Revolution. Using farming and herding, their population grew rapidly compared to the one of the native Europeans. This natives, Western European hunter-gatherers and Eastern European hunter-gatherers, managed to stop the invaders in Poland, Britain, and Germany, where they at some time started to be the dominant group again, and we still have their paternal DNA present in Europe, unlike the farmers one. The second is the Western steppe herder, which was formed in the Pontic steppe by the merge of Caucasian hunter-gatherer, who at the time was rather a herder, and Eastern European hunter-gatherer. They had superior military and complexion, so the fate of Europe was obvious. At certain places they replaced up to 80 to 90% of population, but they needed wives badly as most of them were warbands of men, and that obviously made their children 50% like them and 50% like the locals. The Southern Europe was defeated as well, but they couldn't replace them all due to the better climate and therefore higher local population. Despite the fact that borders and languages have a huge impact on the formation of new genetic clusters, the northern French people are still genetically closer to Poland than to the south of France. The main reason behind this is the prehistory of this events, with the northern part of Europe being settled by Western steppe herders, while the south remained mostly Neolithic farmer. All of this creates an extremely interesting situation where Europeans, despite being very interconnected, come from 4 different ancestral groups and encompass an enormous amount of cultures, languages, and phenotypes.